Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a $15 products only video. All the products in this video I will be using will be under $15. And I'm really excited because this is like my first time filming one of these. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so the first product that I'm going in with is primer, and this is the e.l.f. Luminous Putty Primer. This guy is $8. One of the best primers I've ever tried, ever. It really helps to hydrate the skin, but also keep the pores filled so that you have a slick or smooth appearance for your makeup. You're not constantly seeing big old pores on your face. I like to apply this in my T-zone, on my nose, because I have a little bit of pores on my nose, and my chin. And what I like about this primer a lot is I enjoy the putty one, like the poreless putty. I have that one too, but I like this one a little bit more than that one because, well, they both fill the pores in really, really well. I just think this one, the luminous one, gives a radiance appearance to the skin. If you guys can see that right there, it just gives it a skin-like finish to the skin, and your face doesn't look so dull. And yeah. Alright, to apply my makeup today, I'm going to be using the Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge. This is like $5.99. But for foundation today, I'm going to be going in with the W7HG foundation in the shade Sand Beige. This is my all-time favorite foundation. It's like $8.95 on the W7 website. That was my door. I'm sorry. But I really enjoy this foundation. I've talked about it a bunch on my channel, but I really enjoy it for the fact that it is very skin-like. It's basically your skin but better. It has a skin finish, so it's not like matte or luminous, but it doesn't have like the runny consistency that some luminous foundations have. This one is a little bit more easy to work with, and it is really, really nice, and it's been my all-time favorite for a very long time. And I would say the coverage on this is probably like a medium coverage because it covers up the redness on my face, but it isn't like too overwhelming to where you feel like it's like caked on your face. So that's what I like mostly about this foundation. Again, it's been one of my all-time favorites since I started YouTube, and I really, really enjoy it. See how like the combination between the luminous putty primer that I use and this foundation, they just mix so well together, and it's like I have makeup on, but I don't look like I have like a cake on. Alright, so for concealer today, I'm going to be going in with the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer, and I have in the shade Vera Warm, and this guy is $6 at Ulta and on their website, I believe. I looked on Ulta to make sure the price was good, but I love this concealer very, very much. It is really, really good. Really, really good for the price point that it's at. I think it covers a lot. It really helps build and brighten, and I just really enjoy it. I tried, when the original came out, I tried it, and I didn't absolutely love it because of the fact that it is like a more matte consistency, so it's a little bit more on the drier side, and it really makes my face feel very uncomfortable when I wear it. So when I saw that they came out with a hydrating version, I hopped right on that and I bought it, and I'm in love. I still have the original because I still use it. I use it for like these areas where I'm putting the hydrating besides the under eyes. The under eyes is where I don't put that concealer because that's where it starts to feel uncomfortable for me. And it's not like a right then and there it feels uncomfortable. It's like throughout the day it dries my skin out. So I just stopped using it for the under eyes and I use it for the rest of my face. But this is an all-time favorite, and I actually have two shades. I have that one, and then I have Fair Beige, which I usually use to kind of build the coverage up, but I like how it's looking so far. Alright, next we're going in with under eye setting powder, so like a pressed powder. This is the Essence All About Matte Fixing Compact Powder, and I don't think there's no shade on it, but this is so good, and it's like $3.99. I just actually bought it, and I've used it a couple times, and I am in love with it. I usually use the Wet n Wild Reserve Cabana bronzer to set my under eyes, but I decided to give this a try because I use that Wet n Wild one so much that I'm literally hitting pan on it, and I don't want to run out of it yet. So I was like, you know what, let's go ahead and try a new under eye setting powder, and let me tell you, this is the bomb, okay? This is bomb. It's not like, it's a white color, but it's not like, it doesn't leave a white cast on your face. It just kind of blends in and blends out as you wipe it away. And what I do with under eye setting powder is I literally just pat it in because it's gonna save my concealer from creasing and from moving throughout the day. By the day, I mean like it's 2 o'clock, but I don't want this to move. Next, I'm going in with my all-time favorite loose powder, and this is the Stay Matte Mattifying Loose Powder. This is so good. I have it in the shade Transparent, which is translucent, basically. I am very, 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 very picky about my loose powders to set my entire face because I have dry skin. And usually when it says matte powders, it usually dries me out. And all of the powders that I own, most of them dry me out on my entire face. So I actually have loved this for a very, very, very long time. And y'all should go back to the beginning of my channel when I first discovered it, and I was blown away. I was blown away. And like, it worked good on my skin back then. And I think back then my skin type was actually changing. So it's like, I think I had like combo skin back then. But now I have totally dry skin. And it worked really, really good for the combo skin, but it really works really, really well with the dry skin that I have. And I'm just blessed because I really, like, again, with like feeling uncomfortable, like with the e.l.f. concealer that I was talking about, I set my whole face with this one powder, and I can't remember what powder it was. I was at the beach with my family, and I put on a full face of makeup for dinner, and we were out and about, and I forgot my makeup wipes. Well, I'm in the car complaining. I'm like, Mom, I need to go find some makeup wipes because I literally feel like I'm dying because it was that uncomfortable for me to keep that makeup on. I felt like I was being suffocated. My skin could not handle that powder. I think, honestly, the powder was the CoverGirl True Blend, and that's another one that I use for my under eyes, specifically only for my under eyes because it doesn't dry my under eyes out, but it dried the rest of my face out. And let me tell you, it was uncomfortable. It was very, 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 very uncomfortable. So I've made it to where that's the only powder that I will set my entire face with. And it's like, I think it's like $4.97 at Walmart. Alright, for contour, I'm going to be showing you guys the e.l.f. contour palette. I have owned this for a very, very, very long time, and you guys can tell it's a cult favorite. But this guy is $8 at Ulta Beauty, and I really, really, really enjoy this. I've enjoyed this for a very, very, very long time. Again, it's been one of my favorites for a very, very long time. And I've had this. This is probably, I think this is still my first palette. Like, I haven't had to buy a new one, and I literally almost use it every single day. It's really, really good. It's really, really pigmented. It's travel friendly. You have a highlight, an under eye setting powder, or bronzer, or contour, or whatever the other shade could be for you. But I don't use that other shade, so it's basically just a waste in my book. But it's really, really pigmented. It's stays on your face all day long, and it looks really, really good with the bronzer that you put on your skin. Alright, now we're going in with bronzer, and I have two bronzers, but this first one is the Essence Sun Club Matte Bronzing Powder in the shade 02 Sunny. This is about $4.99, I want to believe. This is a really, really good bronzer. It is not like bam pigmented, it is like build up pigmented. But it smells good. It smells like a tanning lotion, which is probably why it's called Sun Club. But this is a really, really nice bronzer, and I fell in love with it as soon as I like applied this on my face my first time using it, and that was only a couple weeks ago. So I am in love with this bronzer, and it's like completely matte, but it's not like overwhelmingly dry. Alright, for my second bronzer, I have the Catrice Cosmetics Sungasm Luminizing Bronzer. I like Lumi bronzers for the fact that they bring life to the skin. This one's really, really good, but not like overpoweringly like pigmented. It gives a nice Lumi glow to the skin, and for me having dry skin, I enjoy that. A lot of people don't like Lumi bronzers. I just think it brings life back to the skin. You don't look so like caked on and dry, where like matte foundations and matte concealers and all this other stuff makes your face look like a dried mess. And that's why I don't really care for matte foundations all that well, but I mean, whatever. It works for some people, but for me, it just doesn't work. Alright, so next we're moving into blush, and I have the I Heart Revolution Peach and Glow Mini blush kit, or duo, whatever. This is such a good blush, okay? It's $8. I like the I Heart Revolution brand, I really do. I think their products are really, really cute, and like the gist of the line is beautiful and cute, and just like, I don't know, it's like, I don't know, it brings out my inner kid. But I really enjoy this. It's not like too like pinky, it's not too vibrant where you can't tone it down, but it's just right to the point that I love it. Next, I have probably one of my favorite highlighters at the moment. This is the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter in the shade Be My Highlight, and this guy is $4.99. $4.99. And when I first saw this, like when you open it, on camera it looks lighter than it is, but in person it's like, whoa, that's a little bit too like orangey tone for me. But I applied it for the first time, and it's like it blended in with my skin tone, and it's beautiful. It really is. It's not like too overwhelmingly bright to where you can't tone it down like some highlighters are, which there's no problem with a beaming highlight, because you guys know I love a good highlight, but sometimes I like a little bit more laid back, kind of glittery but shiny, but not like too much, you know. This is a really, really good highlighter. Next, we're going into brow products, and this product right here is the LA Girl Brow Bestie in the shade Soft Brown. Originally this guy is $6.49, but right now it's on sale for $3.49. So it's a really, really good deal. This is one that I had to warm up to because I'm used to my e.l.f. Instant Brow Lift Pencil, and that one is kind of like it's not shaped, where this one is more angular and you don't have to work so hard, you know. But this guy is really, really pigmented, which I like that about it. I gotta clean off my mirror because it is dusty, and I don't know why, but it's very, very, very dusty. Okay, that's a little better. I can't do that from afar. But I like this one because the angle of the brush tip is really, really, really nice. It's like, it's stiff, but not too stiff to where you can't control it. And I like that it has the spoolie, because if it didn't have the spoolie, then that would be kind of a deal breaker, because you don't want to have to put down your brow pencil, go pick up a spoolie and brush it out, you know. And I've never had a brow product where it didn't have a spoolie, so that's good. Trying to make this even. This is the time in my makeup routine where I cuss at myself, or I mess up and then I cuss at myself. This is like when I stop breathing too. So like, I'm like trying my best not to stop breathing. But this is like the most anxious part of my makeup routine. Which I don't have a makeup routine because I don't wear makeup. Hardly at all. And that's my problem. I have so much makeup here, and I don't use any of it because I don't go to work with makeup on. I work 24/7. I get home, and even on the days where like I worked and I get home at 12 or 11, I still don't feel like putting on makeup, which there's no problem with not putting on makeup, but I have so much of it, you would think I would be wearing all of it, but, or at least trying to wear all of it, but yeah, that ain't the case. This brow looks funky, and I knew that would happen, so we're going to fix it. Sometimes I like to take my finger and kind of just drag it down, but right now that's not going to work, so we are going to carve the brows real quick, and I'll be right back. Alright, so now we're getting into eyeshadow palettes, and I'm kind of pushing it on this one because it's right at my ending point. But this is the Catrice Cosmetics Insta Bay eyeshadow palette, and this is $15, like $15 on the dot, okay? I've never used this palette before, so we are going to try it out today on my eyes. It's very, very, very pretty on the inside, so I was really, like, intrigued when I saw this palette for the first time. So first I'm going to go in with Facetune. Next, we're going to go into #Glam. And then we're going to go in with Jomo right here. I'm going to take Facetune and #glam and put it on the lower lashes. Alright, now I'm going to go do the other eye off camera and I'll be right back. Alright, now that the eyes are complete, I actually really like it. So now we are going into mascara, and I have the L'Oreal Voluminous Original Mascara. This is my favorite mascara of all time besides the Lancome Minsour Big, I think that's what you call it. But this guy is $8.99 and I love it. It makes my lashes look so full but so pretty too, and helps the spacing and the fullness of my lashes. And this has been an all-time favorite of mine too. I like the Lash Paradise too, but something just always draws me back to this one. And I'm really wanting to try the primer, the lash primer, because my lashes look really good without the primer, and I just want to see like if it looks like 10 times better with the primer, or if it's just like, it's just a thing that they say that primer looks good. I coat my lashes like 10,000 times. Because I like mine to be not like spidery, but like not like clumped together, and so that you can barely see them. Like, look how pretty my lashes look on this eye. I don't know why this one isn't doing it, but... And I didn't even have to curl them. And usually, like naturally, my lashes stick like straight down. It even makes my bottom lashes look good, and I love it. I just think it's pretty. Alright, and last but not least, well, we still have to set the face, but for lippy today, I'm going to be going in with the Revlon Kiss Plumping Lip Cream, and I can't remember exactly how much this is because I don't think this is like a continuing product. I think this guy is discontinued, but when I bought it, I'm pretty sure it was like $5 or $6. But it's a plumping cream that has a tint to it, and I really like it. I really hope that this isn't discontinued, because I used to use this every day. And it was like, it wasn't like right now it's kind of like tingling, but it doesn't get to the point where it hurts. It's just kind of like, hey, it's there. Or like, hey, it's working. It's not like a, ooh, ow, it's tingling, it hurts. Alright, and then last but not least, for this tutorial, I have my I Heart Revolution fixing spray in the scent Vanilla and Coconuts. I also have the Peaches and Cream also. They're both $8, and this is one of my favorites. Both of them are really good. Just to make sure that makeup stays all day long. Alright guys, so that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video.